all so much. I've been doing this for over a decade. Thank you so much for being here. I love this sport forever, but it's not my time anymore.
I think people understand that not everybody's happy all the time, but I don't think people understand or make the connection when they see somebody who is a world champion or a movie star or somebody very successful, that doesn't mean that everything's going right or great in their life, and it doesn't mean that they're without problems. I'm the first one to stand up now and say, look, I was suffering from depression. I was in a very bad place, a very dark place for many of my fights, and especially the latter part of my career, it really started to add up. I want people to know that I had trouble leaving a relationship. I want people to know that because I think people have a perception of me that I have an ability that others don't have. And I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true at all. I think that I've found a way to tap into my strengths, but I think I have weaknesses just like everybody else. And I think for me, I saw it clearly when I tried to leave a relationship, and I chose to stay, not because I wanted to, because I was more afraid of hurting that person than I was of hurting myself. And my toughness kind of backfired in that sense, that I was willing to absorb more of the burden and more of the emotional abuse, mental abuse, because I was strong enough to do it, not because it was the right thing. I got to the point where I thought, I have nothing else I can give. It's not even a matter of want to. I just can't. I don't have it to give anymore. That was a hard realization, but it was one I needed to come to terms with. And that was the night that I decided to hang up the gloves, and I meant it. I absolutely meant it when I said I was retiring. I had no desire to come back to the sport. To me, it was completely tainted in my mind, and I had no idea how I would even do that if I even had the desire. But the flame was out, and I didn't think that it would rekindle itself. And it wasn't until 4 years later that a little spark came back.
What's the deal with Miesha Tate?
She went and had babies. You know what I mean? She went out and started a family.
Do you want to fight out those 6 fights? I mean, are you thinking I can re-enter this sport at a championship level?
A lot of people have apprehension about my coming back for multiple reasons. I mean, I hear it for the fact that I've been retired for 4+ years, you know, all the sports passed me by. I hear it, oh, you know, she's a mom now. She's got too much on her plate. She's had kids. And they get really hung up on so many different reasons why I shouldn't be, or can't be, or couldn't be. It's very reminiscent of the beginning of my career, when I joined the wrestling team and they said, oh, she's a girl, she can't do that. When I started fighting and they said, she's a cupcake. So I've been in this position before. It's not unfamiliar, it's not uncharted territory for me. I'm very comfortable in the idea that people will presume what I can and can't do, but that has absolutely no bearing on what I can and can't do. And I want to be the best mother I can be. So the best version of me is to fuel myself so that I can fuel my children. And I also don't want to be a mother who tells my children how they should be. I want to show them how they can be. And I want to show my daughter to be that woman, to be strong and do what she wants, follow her dreams. Don't let people dictate what you could be capable of.
It's been a long journey, you know, and she's reached the pinnacle, you know. She's been at the top, and to want to do it again and know what it takes to do it, man, that speaks a lot of who she is.
Body really follows the mind, and I learned a new way to combat tough times. You're going to see it when I fight, just the way that I move. I can genuinely tell you, for the first time in my career, this will be 100%. Because for the first time, I'm going to be fighting the person standing across the octagon on the outside, not fighting what's on the inside. On July 17th, I will show up and I will fight Reaneau and I will be victorious.